Hey everyone, how's it going? It's the Eradicator, and today we will talk about combat beacons, which are finally making their grand return with Alpha 3.17. And well, these combat beacons had mysteriously disappeared a couple of updates before this one, and we were really wondering if they were going to be joining the list of game elements, game features that had been long forgotten over the past couple of years. I'm thinking of scramble races or some mission givers, right? Well, nope, they are still here, and we are going to explain to you why, and we're going to try to take one as well to show you what they look like and what we can expect when we are eventually reaching them. And so for that, we are going to have to leave the low atmosphere of Hurston, and this time we are leaving Lorville at the end of a shiny afternoon local hour, which is allowing us, unlike the previous video, to really appreciate the new volumetry clouds which are appearing around this planet this quarter. And that is actually a very good surprise, because this was really quite far from being confirmed when Jared showed them to us in an episode of Inside Star Citizen this February. And the least that we can say is that visually we are really on another planet, if I may say so, compared to the 2D clouds that we had before that. But let's go back to combat beacons. Now, some of you may be wondering what a combat beacon is. Well, they are symbolized by this little, in your interface, by these little messages that keep on popping and that may be bothering you over the long run, right? Well, when one of these combat beacons is not too far and has a decent reward, well, all you have to do is to press the left bracket key on your keyboard to accept it. And then you'll have a quantum beacon, which will allow you to join it via quantum drive. And it's going to be either a human player or an NPC, usually an NPC. I don't know any human player who's activating those combat beacons. But anyway, in previous iterations, these combat beacons consisted of defending a player or a group of players and avoid their complete and utter destruction by a group of hostiles that came in various waves, in several waves. These hostile forces were made of various ships coming from the Avenger, the 325A, and of course the Hornet. We also had sometimes some Sabers and Aurora LNs to spice things up a little bit. So we can still note down a couple of differences between these combat beacons and the old ones, and especially I would say that the most obvious one is the reward, which is much higher than what was offered before. Just to give you an idea, in the past we could consider ourselves lucky when we had a beacon worth 7,000 of UEC, but now we can expect to earn sometimes even the triple of that, so that is awesome. And next, I would say that the most interesting aspect of this return is the fact that these beacons are no longer randomly activated, but are now subjected to Tony Zorovec's quantum simulation, and we were able to follow the evolution of Tony Zorovec's work throughout the last two CitizenCon, and it's amazing to see that it's finally starting to come into fruition. To make it simple, in the background of everything that the players are seeing is a sort of a simulation where thousands of NPCs are trading, transporting goods, maintaining order, or eventually committing acts of piracy. And it is when one of these NPCs is under attack that the combat beacon is getting activated, allowing then a human player to come and rescue them. Now, once you get there, nothing really has changed. It's still the same scenario with the same NPCs. Unfortunately, this is everything that we were able to try, because at this stage of the PTU, the servers do not allow us to go any further. Everything got stuck, and this is actually the best experience I've had trying those combat beacons. Sometimes nothing even happens when I get there. So yeah, CIG still need to work on those. So, well, that's pretty much all we can say about the combat beacons. In case you were wondering what those pop-ups were, that's what they are. And, well, I think that if the developers have kept what was done before and are extending that to the current technology, the current stage of the progress, I think that we should expect some really nice and intense fights, especially with those improved rewards. I think that we will be able to do that in groups with other players, and nobody's gonna fight for sharing the small crumbles that people had to share before. The reward here is really gonna help motivate more people to be joining, and that's awesome. We'll definitely check this out once servers are going to be more stable, and once Clan Imperium will find more solution to fix the actual problems. And of course, if you want to be notified, don't forget to click those like and subscribe button, as it's really helping the channel a lot, and well, you're gonna be told every time a new video comes out. Also, speaking of being subscribed, guys, we got a giveaway this month. We are giving away, thanks to DJ Timo, a Cutlass Black. All you have to do is to subscribe to the channel and let me know, guys. Do you take combat beacons? Have you taken those missions before? Do you have any? Have you had any epic fights doing those? I personally had. These were quite intense. But let me know what was your experience with combat beacons. Also, if you want to help me out on Patreon via the YouTube membership program, you have access to exclusive videos. There's just another one that was made yesterday, and also you have access to my Discord channel where we have another giveaway. And thanks to Dr. Forbin, it's a 400i with the Fortunate Paint. I will see you guys tomorrow for more content on the channel. Thank you so much to Eric, Dr. Forbin, the DJ Dunn, Geek Citizen, and Captain Snake. It's the Eradicator. I will see you guys later. A huge shout out to everyone who's been helping me out on Patreon and via the YouTube Join membership program. Creating content on YouTube involves continuous circles of ups and downs, and it is when we are the lower parts of the curve that your help really motivates me to keep on going. Your contribution really does make a difference, which is why in return I try to give back by offering backers access to my private Discord channel, automatic access to exclusive giveaways, or answering your questions during the show. You can help me out with as little as $1 a month, and any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching again. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later.